Over here we are going to study about the data validation using ranges and using the field values whatever we have as of now. So over here we have something called as the same data which we have, but in a lesser quantity. We just have security symbol, security name, industry and equity capital, and the final question which we are asking investors, whether is this stock in your portfolio. So it's more like a survey. So over here there are four responses which is possible: yes, no, don't know, ask my advisor, and don't want to reveal. So we are taking responses from the investors, and there are four options available. So basically we will create a data validation over here, and we'll create a list over here. Simply we will create a list by uh, taking all these four as a range. You can also create a named range and then specify name range over here. And then once I click OK, the drop downs are available, and I'll simply drag this for all the possible values. Now every drop down will have four values: yes, no, don't know, and ask my advisor. I can select any particular value. If at all I try to change this value to y, it gives me an error over here. It says that this value doesn't match the data validation restriction defined for this cell. However, if I click OK, it will allow me to enter the value. And then let's say I write yes, and the same yes to all the companies, for all the companies except for one company saying that y, which is not a part of defined four values which has been given to us. Now let's say you have a data set of 1 lakh rows, and if you want to find out whether the incorrect value exists or not, then how do you do that? So in the data validation over here, there is something called a circle invalid data. So once I click that, it will circle the data which is not a part of this list. So since y is not part of this list, it circled basically the data. So basically you will come to know, if I write y over here as well, it will give me an information error message, and once I click OK, then I have to again run this through circle invalid data, because it doesn't run automatically. I have to run it again. So basically this tells me that there are two values which is incorrect, because those values does not exist in the table. So that's primarily the advantage of the circle invalid data. However, you can stop this as in, you basically does not allow the the data entry operator to put value which is y, over here. So first of all, let me clear all the validation points. Oh, when you create this data validation, there's something called as input message and alert message. Alert message shows that show alert message when invalid data is entered over here, and it shows that what kind of error you want to see. That it's a stop message, warning message, or an information message. If you click a stop message, Excel will strictly prohibit. So if my value is y, and if I try to change it to y, it will not allow, it will still give me an error message, but it will not allow me to enter, or it will not accept the value other than what is defined in the range, which is yes, no, don't know, ask my advisor, and don't want to reveal. It will force me to retry. So there is one way you can stop this. Another way you can circle the, you can opt for the circle invalid data, and then you can get around it. So this is a very basic example of data validation. However, this will be very useful when you have lots and lots of data in your data sheet, and you are working with a huge amount of data to create a dashboard or any model or something of that sort. So this is purely for that purpose. You have to use it, and you have to use it very cautiously. So that's pretty much about this video. Thank you.